Hello friends. Today you will listen the stories of Shishupal's birth and Krishna's wives. Uddhav, Lord Krishna's charioteer, asked him, "How will the atrocities of Shishupal end?" Lord Krishna said, "Shishupal was born with the 3 eyes and 4 arms. When he was born, a heavenly voice predicted that if he sat on a person's lap and his extra eye and arms would disappear, then that man would be responsible for Shishupal's end. Long ago, when I visited my aunt Satyavati, Shishupal was an infant. I took him from the cradle and sat down with him on my lap. At that moment, his extra eye and arms disappeared. Then my aunt made me promise that I would pardon Shishupal 100 times before I killed him. She also wanted that her son should go to heaven after death. I had agreed to fulfill both her wishes. Thus, Lord Krishna remained quiet at Shishupal's insults at the Rajasuya Yajna. Lord Krishna had promised his aunt that he would pardon Shishupal's 100 mistakes, but not beyond that. During Yudhishthir's Rajasuya Yajna, Shishupal had crossed that line. Lord Krishna told Uddhav, "I want Shishupal, but he is bent upon meeting with his end and I am helpless." Saying this, Lord Krishna wielded his Sudarshan Chakra and directed it at Shishupal. It severed his neck from the rest of his body and returned to Krishna's hand. Everyone present there was frightened, as Lord Krishna had assumed his divine form or Virat Roop. They prayed that he calm down. So he came to his normal form and became calm as before. Lord Krishna had cut his finger while wielding his Sudarshan Chakra. Seeing this, the wife of Pandavas, Draupadi, came to his rescue by tearing off a small piece of her sari and wrapping it around his finger. Lord Krishna promised her to repay her loan of kindness in future. Lord Krishna's palace in Dwarka was adorned with the presence of his several wives. Among them, 8 were his chief wives or Ashtabharyas. They were Rukmini, Jambavati, Satyabhama, Kalindi, Mitravinda, Nagnajiti, Bhadra, and Lakshmana. The remaining women belonged to a demon king named Naraka, Bhaumasur. He had held them captive until Lord Krishna killed them. When Krishna asked the women to return to their houses, they refused. "Please marry us, Lord Krishna. We can't go back home now," they cried. So Krishna married them all at the same auspicious time, assuming several forms. He did this so that they might gain the status of married women and live in the society with honor again. Lord Krishna constructed a palace with huge gardens for each of them. In fact, it was impossible to live with each of them. So he created several forms of himself so that he might treat them all in the same manner as his 8 chief wives. Lord Krishna's wife Rukmini was his main consort or patrani. She was also very humble and pious. Rukmini's father, King Bhishmaka, and brother Rukmi wanted her to marry Shishupal. However, she was so in love with Krishna and she wanted that he stole her away on her wedding day and took her to Dwarka where they got married. Since Rukmini was the incarnation of goddess Lakshmi, she wanted to be with her husband, Lord Vishnu. Once Lord Krishna and Rukmini invited sage Durvasa to dinner. It is well known that the host should not eat until the guest has been satisfied. But Rukmini became very thirsty. Krishna put his foot in the ground and the Ganges waters flowed out. As the Rukmini was drinking water, Durvasa saw her and cursed her to live apart from Lord Krishna. The curse was so strong that even now Lord Krishna's temple in the town of Dwarka, while Rukmini's temple is outside the town. A nobleman of Dwarka, Satyajit, was a devotee of Surya, the sun god. Pleased with Satyajit's devotion, Surya gifted him Samantak gem. This gem could magically produce 8 measures of gold a day. Thus, Satyajit suddenly became a very wealthy man. Lord Krishna approached Satyajit and asked him to share the gem with the other people of Dwarka and give it to his grandfather, King Ugrasena. However, Satyajit said, "No, this jewel does not belong to anyone else. Keep it safely, Satyajit. This gem also has the power of wipe out all sorrows and destruction," warned Krishna. A few days later, Satyajit's brother Prasena wore the gem in a necklace and went out on a hunt. While he climbed up a tree and waited for game, a lion came by. Startled by this, Prasena fell from the tree and was killed instantly. However, the necklace with the Samantak gem became caught in one of the low branches.